What up, y'all? Welcome back to Dragonite Investments. My goal for this channel is to teach you guys to become great long-term investors, regardless if it's in Pokemon or in stocks. So with that being said, I would like to share the investing tip of the day. Don't ever FOMO, alright? So most investors aren't profitable because they always have this fear of missing out. For example, not too long ago, Bitcoin was sitting at 60,000 range, and when the President Trump was elected to office, the market pumped all the way above 100,000. This caused a lot of retail investors to FOMO because none of them want to miss out. You feel me? Ain't nobody want to miss out on Bitcoin going to 200,000, 300,000, and ultimately a million. So they are rushing to buy at the top. And not knowing that that's the worst possible move to make on a chessboard, because those who've been in the game understands that the market always pull back, right? Especially after a huge run up. Therefore, when Bitcoin dropped from 100,000 all the way back to, the 70,000 range, it's very expected. That is why if you're new to investing, the worst possible move to make on a chessboard is FOMO. Do not FOMO, alright? Always wait for a pullback before starting the position, and also remember to dollar cost average in case it drops more. Alright, let's move on. Alright, so the stock market has been pulling back for the past couple of weeks or so because there's so much uncertainty regarding the new tariffs that President Trump imposed on countries. And today, stocks finally surged after President Trump announced a pause in some of the reciprocal tariffs. We saw the Dow Jones surging 2,900 points, while the S&P 500 posted biggest gain since 2008. Alright, let's take a look at SPY. Those who watched my last video saw that I made a prediction that SPY will bounce at the 480 range, which is down 20% from its all-time high. I told y'all that SPY will come down at least 20% to bear market territory and has the potential to drop all the way to 30%. But typically, we'll see that bounce at 480, which is a 20% drop. And that's exactly what happened. Hey, if you bought the dip, let me know down in the comments below. Alright, now let's take a look at the overall market. So Ethereum's up 18% for the day. Bitcoin's up 11% for the day. We got Waste Management up 3.5% for the day. We got Home Depot up 6% for the day. We got AMD up 23% for the day. We got Tesla up 22% for the day. Nvidia 18%, Amazon 12%, Apple 15%, Google 10%. Y'all get the point. The overall market's up today. You know what I'm saying? Like I always said, the stock market's a game. It becomes super easy once you start figuring out the psychology behind the stocks, It's also a lot of common sense, because if you think about it, y'all really think stocks will ever go to zero? I mean, it can, but these value companies you buying, the Apples, the Home Depots, the Waste Managements, right? The Amazons. The only way for these companies to go to zero or not become profitable is if we stop buying them, right? We stop using their services. Do you ever think people are gonna stop watching YouTube? Do you think people are gonna stop buying Apple phones? Do you think people are gonna stop shopping for home improvements? Do you think people are gonna stop taking out their trash? Also, you gotta think about the amount of 401ks. You know what I'm saying? The amount of retirement accounts out there integrated in the stock market. We look at the life insurances. We look at, the banks and stuff like that. Y'all really think the U.S. government's gonna allow that to happen for the stock market to go to zero? The likelihood of that happening is 0%. Y'all feel me? This is why I never bet against the market, because I understand that I can't beat the house. You know what I'm saying? The best thing for me to do is play the game, learn the game, understand patterns, understand trends, understand what happened in the past. Because at the end of the day, history repeats itself. Most people are ignorant as hell. They only see what's on the surface. You know what I'm saying? They have no critical thinking skills whatsoever. All y'all do is just think. You know what I'm saying? Have some common sense, and you'll make so much money. That's exactly what investing is. You buy great companies at discount, and over time, you will be awarded, because these companies will be worth more later than what they're worth today. So shout out and congrats to everybody who bought the recent dip. Y'all did a great job, made hella money. Just continue to stay the course. Keep buying great companies at discount. I appreciate everybody tuning in, watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and until next time.
Yeah. Ooh, take back the loop. I don't know what